Well, first things first, it was another crazy week on SmackDown Live as we have a new WWE champion after Trey beat Adam Cole.
You mean Samoa Joe and his cyborg arm beat Adam Cole? By the way, I've been thinking about modifying one of my appendages. From what I hear, the prices have really come down the past few years.
Oh yeah? What did you have in mind?
Nothing major. Maybe just like a robotic ear or one of my pinky toes. Even though prices have dropped, I'm still on an indie budget.
I get the ear, I guess, but what would you even do with a bionic pinky toe?
The pinky toe is the most underrated of toes. Without it, you wouldn't be able to run, walk, or skip. So if I had a bionic pinky toe, I'd be able to do all of those things, but way better. Can you imagine how good of a skipper I would be?
No, I can't. But that brings up a good point. How is it fair for Samoa Joe, or any superstar, to have a competitive advantage like that?
It's the world we live in now. Man and machine are becoming one and the same. And besides, it's not like this type of thing hasn't existed in WWE before. Hulk Hogan once wrestled wearing a helmet with a giant fist on it.
Oh yeah, the war bonnet.
Yeah, and was that fair? Jake the Snake had his Cobra bite Macho Man. Was that fair? Papa Shango put voodoo spells on his opponents to make them puke and ooze black stuff out of their heads. I'd say that was a competitive advantage.
Okay, point taken. Either way, I wouldn't want to have to face Joe and his cybernetic arm anytime soon. Sorry, Trey, but I think you're in big trouble.
Maybe Trey should look into a bionic pinky toe. Then he could at least run away a lot faster from Joe. Just a thought.
I hope you're feeling all right after that steel cage match.
Look, if you're worried about our match later, I'll be fine. Turns out I actually performed better with possibly cracked ribs.
Just remember, the winning mixed match challenge team gets $500,000 to donate to whatever charity they want. I don't want to miss out on that because you've got your hands full with other things.
My hands aren't full at all. Look, completely empty. I even had time to think of an awesome team name. Team Rowdy Trey.
You clearly just thought of that, so I think that proves my point about you being distracted.
No, that took weeks of brainstorming. I swear, I even had a think tank put their heads together on it.
Whatever, just make sure you bring your A game later.
The Mixed Match Challenge starts tonight and everyone else knows who they're teaming with. So when are you going to tell me who my partner is on my way to the ring?
Oh, did I forget to assign you a partner? Must have slipped my mind.
Yeah, I'm sure.
To make it up to
you
didn't let me finish. I'll let you choose from a group of superstars that I've selected.
Is Seth Rollins one of them?
No. Your choices are Kurt Hawkins, who's now lost over 1,000 consecutive matches. Your old trainer, Riley Flash, who I have no doubt is in tremendous ring shape, especially after just flying in from Calgary on 6 connections. It was the cheapest fare I could get last minute. And finally, Drew McIntyre. You might remember he recently helped Becky Lynch acquire your SmackDown Live Women's Championship, so I'm sure... See, when you're willing to put your gas station toilet seat of an attitude aside, we can work together.
Hawkins is looking for his next win.
Things are about to get a little more
Byron, you shouldn't even be in the same arena. As the Mixed Match Challenge kicks off, most teams have had weeks to prepare. However, due to Brooklyn Von Braun dragging her feet, Red's team formed just minutes ago. That has to be a major disadvantage.
I agree. Not to mention, they didn't even have time to come up with a cool team name.
That should be the least of their concerns, Saxton. The bigger issue here is Curt Hawkins hasn't won a match in like 10 years. If I were Red, I wouldn't expect that to change now. Not what she was looking for.
Oh, from behind. So many different styles on display here in this mixed tag team match.
Lights out. DDT connects. Wow, look at that agility.
Gals, Carmella may be in a bad way here. Carmella with a nice reversal.
Oh, again!
Elbow smash. Looking helpless right now.
Oh, what a forearm!
She is just dominant right now.
She's flipped the switch and the light is on.
Going for the home run.
Look at this. Simply incredible athleticism.
One of the things I like best about Carmella, guys, is just how feisty she is. From the moment her music hits all the way through the final bell, she just has this undeniable spunk about her.
DDT! Heading back up.
Not the first time we've seen her do this.
Cover! Not sure why.
I think she sensed her opponent was about to break free.
Straight punch! Elbow smash!
Carmella just barely got out of the way.
Oh, right to the spine with the knee.
That was vicious.
Oh, what a right!
Man, that's an attitude behind it.
Look at this. Snap suplex.
Carmella is going to have to improvise because she's not seeing any benefit to her strategy.
I think this one's over. Oh, that was just malicious. Dangerous situation here, guys. Downright treacherous. An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole. Carmella is feeling good right now, but she better find a way to finish this thing. Oh, saw it coming. 2, 3. Oof. 5, 6. Nasty drop. Back now inside the ring. She's got the shoulders down. I
can't believe it.
I hate to question her, Cole, but that was just plain silly. Why would you do that at this point in the match?
Tagged in. Beautiful suplex. And into the count. Too soon. Kick right to the midsection. Snapmare. Oh, Corey, he unloaded there.
Hawkins might have something here.
We'll see if he can sustain the effort to do real damage.
Oh, and the rolling neck snap. Perched on the middle rope.
Bulldog!
EC3 making him think twice. Yet another counter.
It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
Running, swinging neck breaker.
Snapmare.
Not safe yet.
He's getting pushed out into the defensive. Comes in off the tag. Is it enough? 2 count.
Wow, Carmella somehow digs deep and finds a way to keep fighting. She's a beast.
Knee drop.
That was nasty. So precise.
Oh, kick right to the gut. DDT.
Carmella with a nice reversal.
And now that one's countered.
That was impressive, Michael. Ooh, what impact.
And the cover for the win.
Guess not.
European uppercut. In off the tag. This tag team contest is underway. Both of these teams have been very game so far. Goes into the pin.
He is not going to go down without a fight, Michael.
And look at the quickness by EC3. Wow. Oh, that was sweetness. Oh, EC3 making him think twice. Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
Oh, man.
Face first. What's on the menu tonight?
Oh, the old taste of pain. It's all over but the counting. The odds just going to take a different approach here, I guess.
I don't know why.
He's stuck in the corner now. EC3 going for it.
What a maneuver by Carmella.
Carmella can, and here's a cover. You're not going to get her that easy. She came here to fight, not lay down. Super kick! Good night. Can she shut the door on this one? Has Carmella produced an end result? And again, yet another counter.
She returns the favor there. Wasn't expecting that.
Check out the torque. Gets to the ropes, forcing the break.
And Michael, I have to question the decision to go for a submission so close to the ring.
And this has got to be it. Another kick out.
How in the world?
Unreal.
Carmella with a nice reversal.
No, another reversal. Going out in the neck area.
Guys, I don't know how much more of this she can take.
Tagged in. Oh, and a spear. Cover. 2.
Man, oh man.
Hawkins with good timing here. Now that got those shoulders on the mat. I don't know too many other guys that would have been able to kick out of that.
How'd he do that?
Uh-oh. He's in big trouble. Whoa, Kurt Hawkins dodged that one.
Oh, yeah, here's Kurt Hawkins.
A striking blow.
Smart, attacking the arm.
Boom, right in the button. And the rolling neck snap. Hawkins actually has the advantage.
Yeah, no question. He's firing on all cylinders.
Boom! Oh, nasty impact.
So much damage to the neck.
Snapmare. Oh, right to the back. Oh, and a spear. Cover. There's 2.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take. Here it comes, Michael.
Byron, you should try this once. And there's the cover.
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win?
And look at the quickness by EC3. Wow.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
In off the tag.
Spear! Spear!
Is it enough? The cover! I don't know how she keeps kicking out.
I can't believe she kicked out there.
What an uppercut! That'll cost some teeth.
Carmella with a nice reversal.
When you look at this,
It looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
wow, what a sequence. And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began. And that can be all. And the cover for the win.
This is it. Look at this.
She better have a good reason for this.
Kick to the gut. Boom! DDT.
A striking blow. Spiked into the ring apron. Oh, European uppercut. She goes for the cover. Gets the shoulder. Wow, what's it going to take?
Wow, Carmella somehow digs deep and finds a way to keep fighting. She's a beast.
Oh, what an uppercut. Gets the tag. Oh, and a spear! Penny predicament. 2.
I don't know where he's finding the strength to stay in this one.
Oh, EC3 making him think twice. Snapmare. Oh, Corey, he unloaded there.
Oh, yeah, here's Curt Hawkins. Not safe yet. Now momentum is in the corner of Curt Hawkins.
Yeah, he's a superstar that can flip the switch and get after you.
A striking blow.
Oh, man.
Face first.
The switch here to Carmella.
Shoulders down. And an ear fall. Wow. Shoulders down. The resolve this woman is showing right now is absolutely unreal.
Oh, huge big boot.
Attack continues above her shoulders.
I don't know how much more of this she can take, Cole.
Down with a powerbomb. 2.
Somehow she's still in this matchup. It's unbelievable.
Oh, nasty impact.
Carmella with a nice reversal.
No, another reversal. Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
Oh, you are in trouble now. Look at this. Snap suplex. And shoulders are down. 2.
Wow, Carmella somehow digs deep and finds a way to keep fighting. She's a beast.
And it's Carmella answering back. Running clothesline.
Carmella letting her opponent know how she feels.
Oh, she's not looking good here. The first thing she needs to do is somehow get out of that corner. Oh, that was just malicious.
Oh. reversal.
Whoa, it's another reversal. Ooh. She's got the shoulders down.
It's like a questionable decision on paper, but I'm sure she has something up her sleeve here, Cole.
Nice calf kick. Great elevation. For the victory here. Near fall after near fall in this. Ooh, what impact. Boom, what impact. Nothing's going to stop her now.
Yeah, something little.
Uh-oh. Looking to put her away with this attack to the head.
Yeah, I don't know how much more of this she can take.
And here's a cover. 1, 2. For some reason, she lets it go.
She might have something else planned here.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God, what a move. She got out of the way there. Super kick. Good night.
Carmella can put her away here.
Amazing. Shoulders down. 1, 2, 3.
And this next tag's over. What a win.
Here are your winners.
There is only one. Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
And from Venice, California, the baddest woman on the planet, Rowdy Ronda Rousey!
Here comes the EST. Been a busy night for Trey, as earlier he defended his WWE Championship in a steel cage match on SmackDown Live.
You have to admire his commitment to teaming with Ronda Rousey, but there is no way he's 100% going into this match.
A smart champion will be resting up for their next title defense. Not out here competing in the mixed match challenge. But he can't get enough of the spotlight, and as a result, he's putting himself and his partner at risk.
Oh, man, inverted backbreaker. Ow. Bang, cutter.
Very unique vibe for this mixed tag team match, that's for sure. It's not your traditional tag team encounter.
You know, despite Ronda's rigorous training at the Performance Center and continuous improvement in the ring, there was a time when Ronda Rousey felt she couldn't call herself a WWE superstar yet, like she didn't earn it, Byron.
Well, her outlook changed quickly at SummerSlam, though, Michael. I think becoming Raw Women's Champion certainly earns Ronda the right to call herself a WWE superstar now.
Set him up. Side Russian leg sweep.
Oh, perfect form.
You fellas bringing up Ronda Rousey's first women's championship win reminded me of all the naysayers that have doubted her. Let me tell you, the worst bet to make is to doubt Ronda Rousey.
Well, Corey, those that said she can't only dared her to be great. That so-called overhyped and overrated rookie was fueled to become the Raw Women's Champion in only the third match of her career.
Gets the tag.
And no luck against Bianca Belair there.
Great technical prowess from Bianca Belair.
And another reversal. Seems like we're back where we began, Michael.
Comes in off the tag. Look at... Oh, big knee to the midsection.
There's the cover.
Velveteen Dream is down, and it appears Trey and Ronda Rousey are going to attempt some kind of top rope double team maneuver. Ronda launches Trey into a somersault senton splash.
Yeah, it looked like Ronda might have tweaked something. Maybe her ankle?
And Trey gets the win for his team.
I think you're right, Saxton. Ronda Rousey is definitely in pain.
You okay?
No, I can't put weight on it.
Ugh, I'm sorry. It's my fault.
This appears to be a very costly victory for Team Rowdy Trey.
This is on our WWE champion. He was banged up from the cage match, and that caused the timing to be off when Ronda launched him into that senton splash. So now they're both hurt. I hope it was worth it for Trey.
Well, you really blew it this time. Thanks to your screw-up last week, the doctor just said that Ronda has to pull out of the mixed match challenge.
Damn it.
But I've got some good news. I already found you a new partner.
Let me guess. You found someone who hasn't competed in WWE in 30 years.
Actually, I found someone who's never competed in WWE at all. Me! I'm stepping down as GM to become an active WWE superstar.
What?
I've been thinking about making the move to in-ring competitor for a while now, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity, especially with a chance to win money for charity. I just love giving back to the community whenever I can. Anyway, let me know if you want to talk strategy before our match tonight. Oh, and one more thing. I tied up some loose ends before I stepped down as GM. You're going to defend your WWE Championship against Samoa Joe on the special 1500th episode of SmackDown Live. In a submission match. Later, partner.
I can't believe Brooklyn's a WWE superstar now.
I can't believe I have to be her partner.
It's good she no longer has any authority, but it feels like she's even more ingrained in our lives.
At least it's now legal for you to punch her in the face. Again, I have to be her partner.
She's not worse than Kurt Hawkins. The guy hasn't won a singles match in over a decade.
At least you got to choose him. I didn't have any say in this.
It wasn't like I had a ton of good options. Look, all that aside, I just have a feeling this isn't going to end well for anyone.
Well, at least I can still make the best of a bad situation and win some money for charity.
Hey, even though I might have the walking decade of defeat as my partner, I still plan on winning the Mixed Match Challenge.
Same here. So I guess we'll just see whose crappy team flounders its way to the top.
The critic of the critics. This is a historic night as our former GM, Brooklyn Von Braun, makes her highly anticipated in-ring debut in WWE, replacing the injured Ronda Rousey.
I still can't believe Brooklyn and Trey are partners. I mean, talk about an unlikely pairing. They've been at each other's throats for like 20 years.
Well, we'll have to see if their adversarial past affects the American Hero's ability to work together in the Mixed Match Challenge.
I guess Brooklyn came up with that team name. Real creative. Hey, at least it's not as bad as their opponents who are calling themselves the Moons over my Sammy.
I gotta like that.
I bet you do.
Harsh impact.
Oh, again! He's been quickly taking control here.
No doubt he is a force of nature.
Sami Zayn starting to struggle.
Boom, what impact!
Oh, nasty impact.
Inverted DDT! He's looking a little dazed, guys.
And he's got nowhere to go in that corner.
(2017) Hell in a Cell was a memorable night due to one of the most unforeseen actions in WWE's recent history.
You would think, Michael, that Shane McMahon leaping off Hell in a Cell with Kevin Owens as his target would be the landmark moment we would be talking about. But it was Sami Zayn's sudden rescue of Owens that became the water cooler conversation.
Oh, jeez. Take all the wind out of you.
I got right to the gut.
On the topic of Sami Zayn's miraculous rescue, allow me to properly paint the picture. Kevin Owens saw that white light. His soul separated from his body, and he ascended to the pearly white gates, and as he stood there, St. Peter himself said, "Earth still needs you." Then Kevin was provided with a guardian angel in the form of Sami Zayn.
Oh, brother. Exaggerate much?
Oh, my goodness!
Tagged in. second, it appears Brooklyn wants Trey to attempt the same double team maneuver that injured Ronda Rousey.
Is she trying to prove she can do it better?
I don't know, but it looks like Trey's not quite sure about this after what happened to Ronda.
Perfect execution by the American heroes.
An impressive win for the new team of Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun.
I'm still not sure what to think about these two teaming. It's very strange.
It looks like Trey's still trying to get used to it as well.
I told you guys 100 times, Brooklyn's a professional. She likes winning much more than she dislikes Trey.
And here comes Trey's best friend, Red, for their mixed match challenge match.
Hey, good luck.
Well, that was awkward.
You don't want to read too much into anything, but it certainly looked like Red just ignored Trey altogether.
Well, it's obvious Red is upset about Trey teaming with Brooklyn, but she'd better get over it fast or it's going to end up costing her team this match.
As this mixed match challenge match begins, we have to consider the possibility that Red's team could end up facing Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun at some point.
Well, given what we know about Brooklyn's ability to get under Red's skin, that could definitely be a volatile situation.
I think that since this whole thing's for charity, that everyone would be able to manage their emotions, but if Brooklyn triggers hothead Red, all bets are off.
Boom! What an uppercut. Jarring. It's starting to come together in a big way.
She's looking good now. We'll see if it lasts.
High angle belly to back suplex. Looks like Ruby Riott is working a sweat. Boom! Right across the face. Big back body drop.
You see the height on that?
She ducks out of the way there. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. Look at this. Snap suplex. And she lets her free. An uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth.
Brian, when you look at the win-loss record of Aleister Black, you can't help but wonder if stepping in the ring with him is the wisest choice.
You know what, though? I think Aleister Black wins a lot of his matches before the opening bell even rings. He's a master of mind games. If you don't get caught up in them, you might actually have a shot.
Hurricane Rana! Ruby Riott finds herself in a tough spot. Boy, European uppercut. Putting it all on the line. Oh, look out. Innovative offensive display there. Into the pin attempt. Byron, help me make sense of this decision.
I'm not sure I can, Michael. Shot block.
Again. That should do it right there. Kick out at 2. Whoa, that may have been a slow count.
This is amazing.
And it's Ruby Riott with the reversal. And now that one's countered.
That was impressive, Michael.
Ooh, what impact. Look at this.
That puts this mixed tag match in the books.
Here are your winners.
What a win for her here tonight.
After a couple more wins for both our teams, Trey and I would be in a position we'd never been in before. Standing across the ring from each other as opponents in the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Yeah, you too.
Do you mean that? Because it seems like you can't bring yourself to say the actual words.
I can totally say it, but now that you told me to, it won't mean as much.
Come on, just say it. Good luck.
Hey, look. It's your partner.
How convenient.
You're talking to the opposition before our match? You do realize I could give them a competitive advantage.
My team doesn't need an advantage to beat someone who's had less than 5 matches.
I'm pretty sure I had less than 5 matches when I was tapping you out in high school, and tonight will be exactly the same. Except this time, a whole lot more people will see me embarrass you. Come on, we need to discuss what we're going to do with our prize money after we win. I was thinking we donate it to victims of identity heft. It's when people identify as skinny, but they're actually really fat. I think Red might have it.
It's the MMA juggernaut, Brooklyn Von Brook.
This is it, the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. One of these teams will take home $500,000 to donate to a charity of their choice.
Don't bury the lead, Cole. The charity part's nice, but the real story here is that best friends Red and Trey are facing each other for the first time ever. Things could get very interesting.
Normally, I think you guys were just trying to stir up drama, but Red and Trey have definitely seemed a bit off lately, and this match certainly won't help matters. Reverses, can she take advantage?
She's taking charge here.
She's showing some great effort. We'll see if it lasts.
She's looking a bit out of it here. Boom! She's enduring some damage. This is going to be... Look at this. These acrobatics are absolutely astounding.
So many different styles on display here in this mixed tag team match.
She certainly took a chance there.
High risk with no reward.
Boom. Nice. Boom, what a forearm.
Oh.
Oh, again.
Oh, she turns it around.
When you look at this,
it looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
Suplex.
Harsh impact.
Wrist lock up to the top rope. Hurricane Rana. This match may be nearing its limit.
I'm not used to seeing this.
A striking blow.
Oh, huge big boot.
Ooh. She goes for the cover.
display of determination we're seeing here. And it's reversed. Paying for that mistake. Saw that one coming. There's the quickness. The shoulders are down. Near fall after near fall. What a battle. What a maneuver. Incredible agility. Wow, she turned that one around. And again, yet another counter. Clothesline to the back of the neck. In off the tag. Nasty impact. Kurt Hawkins exploiting the opening.
Do you download wrestlers from other people?
Neckbreaker.
Cause I have the 3 wrestlers.
Oh, read it there.
And again, one of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
Hold on, let me fix my thing.
And a rolling neck snap.
I could download your characters if you want me to. It's entirely up to you.
Oh, yeah, here's Kurt Hawkins. Here it comes, Michael.
Byron, you should try this once. He's getting a
I
little
have
battered
my own
now.
show called AKCW.
In off the tag. Nice drop kick. Great elevation. Look at this. Drop kick from behind. Ouch.
slam. Vicious. Looking for the victory. This one's far from over. Gonna take more than that. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Just a step quicker.
And scissors takedown.
Very nice. Oh, it didn't go as planned there. She is just too quick.
Got out of the way in a hurry. Looking to end it here. This could be it. Well, that was a close call.
She just will not go away.
Look at this. Boom, nice. And finds a counter. An impressive series of moves. Looks like nobody's budging, Cole. Reversal. Wow, what a sequence. Nice calf kick. Great elevation. This could do it. What's it going to take to keep her down? Wow. Oh. Boom. Boom, what impact. She's going for the cover. And you know what that means? It means she probably has something even more devastating to finish her off with. And she's getting fired. Look at this. This could do it. What is keeping this competitor going? She just will not give up, Cole.
Focusing on the head here. Tough position to be in for sure.
Shoulders on the mat. 1, 2, 3. Red and Kurt Hawkins are your mixed match challenge winners. Hawkins still hasn't won a singles match in 10 years, but maybe this will give him the momentum he needs to change that. Who am I kidding? He's going to go right back to his losing ways.
I just hope that now that this is over, there won't be any hard feelings between Red and Trey. And they've been through too much together to let something like this get between them.
Kurt Hawkins wins.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up with you riding with her?
Relax. I offered him a ride since we're both going to the gym.
Look, I know we usually ride together, but I wanted to get some extra training in since Samoa Joe basically wants to strangle me to death with his crazy cyborg arm at SmackDown 1500.
I'd be happy to help you work on your submissions. It's really the only way you're going to survive the coquina clutch. I mean, that little reversal trick you taught him might have worked in their first match, but let's face it, he needs some real training. After all, my MMA record was 24-2. The 2 losses were DQs for eye gouging, so really, I was undefeated.
You training me is a great idea. It could help me survive Samoa Joe. Who knows, maybe even beat him.
Good. We'll get started right away. And by the way, I didn't get a chance to congratulate you on winning the Mixed Match Challenge. It actually inspired me.
To what, quit?
No. Your donation of the $500,000 to that animal shelter in our hometown got me thinking. What can Brooklyn do to help? So I decided to donate $1 million of my own personal money to the shelter.
Wow, that's amazing.
They're naming an entire wing after me. Did you get a wing?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I guess 500K isn't really wing money. But hey, I have the director's info. I'll see if they can at least name something after you. Maybe a maintenance closet or a bathroom stall. I'll let you know when we can get started on that training, partner.
So what, are you friends with her now?
No, it's not like that.
Well, it seems like that. I mean, first you're riding with her, and now you're training with her? Did you forget this is the same person who tormented us for 20 years?
I got a ride with her one time, and besides, she's changed, okay? I mean, she just donated $1 million of her own money to an animal shelter. Bad people don't do that.
How naive are you? She's obviously lying about the donation to try and get under my skin. There's no way she would ever actually do something good like that. She's always been fake, and this is no different.
Can't assume any of that.
I'm not assuming she's a terrible person. I know that. And I thought you did too.
Come on. It's kind of freaking me out. It feels like you're watching me from every angle.
I am. But focus here. So when Samoa Joe gets you in the coquina clutch this time...
How do you know he'll get me in it?
It's a submission match, which means he'll be going for it early and often, so you have to be prepared. And what I was going to say before you interrupted me...
Sorry, won't happen again.
What I was going to say is your little trick you used against him 10 years ago when you rolled backwards to get the win isn't going to work this time. He'll be ready. And even if you pulled it off, it won't do any good because this is a submission
Rivalry match. Rivalry submission match.
Right. So I'm Samoa Joe, and I'm going to put you in the coquina clutch. Try to escape.
Oh, I tap.
That was pathetic.
I know. How am I ever gonna beat Samoa Joe? I mean, once she cinches in that arm around my neck, it's all over. Goodbye, WWE Championship. Goodbye, Trachea. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, big ring in the sky. Hopefully.
Okay, stop. You're spiraling. It's not about his arm. It's about his legs.
Huh?
I studied hours of footage of Samoa Joe locking in the coquina clutch. You're welcome. And I discovered a hidden flaw that's going to allow you to counter it and beat him. Give me your phone. Voice password?
Trey and Peyton Royce forever?
Voice recognition volume too low. Please try again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever. It's a joke. Please don't tell her.
Anyway, like I said, I watched a lot of tape on Samoa Joe, and I discovered this. Watch his ankles. See how he crosses them? He does it every time. That's your opening to beat him.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Let me show you. Put me in the coquina clutch and make sure you cross your ankles like Joe does.
What the heck was that?
The secret to not getting the life choked out of you and walking away with your WWE championship.
Wow, this is weird to say with all our history, but I don't know what I'd be doing right now without your help.
I guess I've been in a charitable mood lately.
Well, seriously, thanks for teaching me this. So, I guess we're good to go now?
Are you kidding? You haven't actually learned how to do the counter yet. On your back. We're going to start with a hip motion. I'll film on your phone so you can watch it back later. It locked again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever!
Welcome to the special 1500th episode of SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live has been the home of some amazing matches over the years, and tonight we continue that tradition with the long-awaited, much-anticipated battle between Trey and Samoa Joe.
This submission match for the WWE Championship is 7 years in the making, going back to Trey's debut when he shocked the WWE Universe and Samoa Joe. But tonight on SmackDown 1500, will Joe finally get his revenge?
Hey, what are you doing?
Studying my training footage. I think I actually have a chance tonight thanks to Brooklyn.
Yeah, about her.
I don't want to get into it again. I need to focus on my match.
I actually wanted to apologize. I might have been acting a little crazy lately.
A little?
Okay, slightly more than a little. I called the animal shelter that Brooklyn said she donated the money to, and turns out she wasn't lying.
See? I told you she's changed.
I think I just got caught up with us competing against each other in the mixed match challenge. And then I felt like I was losing my best friend to pretty much the worst person I could imagine. But maybe she's not the worst person after all. There's probably some terrible dictators or criminals on death row who are slightly worse.
That's very big of you to say that. So you should be cool with the fact that Brooklyn is going to be in my corner tonight then, right? I need her out there to coach me through the technique she taught me.
Totally cool with that. Not bothered at all. Besides, I have a big announcement to focus on.
About what?
Well, I decided to get back to concentrating on the list, and there's one thing on there I always wanted to accomplish, but it never seemed possible. Especially when Brooklyn was GM. No offense to your new BFF. But since this is a very special episode of SmackDown Live, it's the perfect time to make it happen. Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Hey, you finally said it.
And I meant it. Tonight, we celebrate 1,500 episodes of SmackDown Live. On nights like this, we look back at the amazing superstars who helped us get here. For me, personally, when I was an awkward teenager, the thought that I could someday do this seemed like a total long shot. But I was inspired by women like Beth Phoenix, the Bellas, Natalia, and Mickie James. Around that time, I created this list of goals I'd someday want to accomplish if I ever made it to WWE. Well, I think I've more than made it. But there's one thing on this list that all those women I mentioned accomplished. But I never have, because it's kind of impossible now. But if I've learned anything on my journey, it's that nothing is truly unattainable. The goal I'm referring to is winning the title that I grew up watching. The WWE Divas Championship. Like I said, kind of hard to do considering it hasn't existed in almost 15 years. But I'm proposing that WWE bring the Divas Championship back so I can honor the women who blazed a path for me and prove that no dream is ever hopeless or unimaginable.
Wait, what? And you want me to tell her right now?
I'm sorry, but I was just told to inform you that the Divas Championship is already spoken for.
Already spoken for? It hasn't existed in over a decade. How is that even possible?
They said you would hear more in the very near future. That's all I know.
What just happened?
I have no idea, but apparently someone in the back has other plans for the Divas Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
This man is a bad, bad dude. Introducing the challenge. This match between Trey and Samoa Joe is finally happening tonight on SmackDown. 1,500 after nearly a decade of anticipation.
I don't think Trey was anticipating this as much as Samoa Joe, especially considering it's a submission match, which definitely favors Joe in his coquina clutch.
Let's not ignore the fact that Trey has Brooklyn Von Braun in his corner tonight, who could be the difference maker. Supposedly the ex-MMA star has been working with Trey on his submission defense in preparation for this match.
I don't care who's in Trey's corner. There is no way he walks away with his WWE Championship. In fact, he'll be lucky to walk away at all.
Inverted suplex. Where there are many fighting styles in WWE, but not as many are as diverse as Samoa Joe's. Can you speak to his versatility?
Samoa Joe is one of the most well-rounded competitors I've ever had the joy of watching. He's an accomplished grappler, a next-level striker, strong jiu-jitsu background. Samoa Joe can do it all, and all of it hurts.
He is efficient and dangerous with his offense thus far.
He'd better strike while the iron's hot.
In the corner now.
Vicious knee. I want to add more to what I said on Samoa Joe's versatility. Not only is Joe proficient in so many styles, he is a dangerous man, in part because of how intelligent of a fighter he is.
You're exactly right, Corey. It's a pick-your-poison scenario anytime you match up with Samoa Joe. He has a handful of disciplines he can interchange. Chances are one of those will end your night fast.
The challenger is not in a great place.
Nah, he's looking off his game now.
Ooh, bullseye!
A singles title doesn't gain you instant entry into the Hall of Fame, but it sure gets you a whole heck of a lot closer.
Oh, well-measured strike.
Finds a way to reverse. This might be big.
DDT!
Planet.
And Samoa Joe locks in the coquina clutch.
Trey's attempting a counter.
What's the matter? Not like you planned?
It looked like Trey attempted a counter to the coquina clutch that Brooklyn must have taught him, but for whatever reason, it just didn't work.
It's over.
It may not be the Universal Championship that Trey defeated him for 7 years ago, but Samoa Joe gets the vindication he was looking for, as he is the new WWE Champion. What the hell?
No, no, no! This is awful!
Was this some kind of setup all along?
It had to be. Hindsight's 20/20, but Brooklyn Von Braun's change of heart was way too good to be true.
Saxton, you said Brooklyn was going to be the difference maker tonight, and you were right for once. If she and Samoa Joe have formed an alliance, and it would appear that they have, Red and Trey's lives are going to be changed forever.
I really don't need to hear "I told you so" right now.
All you're gonna hear from me is I hope you're okay.
I'll be alright. I just feel so stupid.
You're not stupid. You're trusting and a good person. That's what separates you from people like her.
Like, I appreciate it, but I still can't believe I let my guard down like that. You were right about everything.
We'll make her pay for this. I promise.
Welcome to a special live edition of Women Who Fight, covering all the fallout from SmackDown 1500. There is certainly a lot to cover.
Well, let's start with the fact that there's a new WWE champion thanks to the actions of Brooklyn Von Braun.
We can only speculate at this point, but it looked like Brooklyn and Samoa Joe might have been planning this for quite a while.
Well, I want to hear an explanation from Brooklyn, and knowing her, I'm sure we will, but it doesn't take a genius to connect the dots. This was a setup. And I think it started with Brooklyn teaming with Trey in the Mixed Match Challenge in order to earn his trust.
Yeah, looking back on it all now, her sudden change of heart was just way too good to be true.
Look, this might be controversial, but you have to applaud Brooklyn in some way.
What? Why?
Because she came into Red and Trey's domain and in just a short time managed to pull all the necessary strings to not only embarrass them, but also position herself as the most powerful woman in WWE. Like it or not, that's impressive.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how I'd describe it. Deceitful? Maybe vile, perhaps, but impressive? No.
Look, you're obviously biased towards Red and Trey since they're longtime WWE superstars. And when an outsider from MMA comes in and dominates them at their own game, it doesn't sit well. I get it.
That's not what this is about. It's about right and wrong.
No.
And Brooklyn is clearly wrong here.
No, I don't think it's that simple.
Whatever. I mean, lost in the shuffle of all of this is that Red announced she wanted to bring back the Divas Championship, but was informed that it was already spoken for.
Well,
and we'll speculate on what that could possibly mean when we come back.
Well, maybe we can have a bias-free discussion on that. Maybe.
Welcome to SmackDown Live, where hopefully we're about to get some sort of clarification from Brooklyn Von Braun on last week's shocking turn of events.
I am a big fan of movies. Mostly the ones I've starred in, but there are some other ones that are okay too. But in any film, my favorite part is always near the end when the villain explains their big evil plan, going over every single detail of how they pulled the wool over the stupid idiot hero's eyes. But in movies, this usually allows the hero time to escape or stop the bad guy in some way. But I'm not gonna be stopped. See, I already destroyed your idiot hero last week with the help of Samoa Joe. So now, I have all the time in the world to walk you through every single detail of my brilliant scheme. Like I said, this is my favorite part. So here we go. When I was GM, I brought Samoa Joe back fully knowing what his plans were for attacking Trey in the best-of-5 final and costing Red her title. In fact, I helped make those plans myself. Then, I gave Trey a title match against Adam Cole just so Joe could eventually take it from Trey. Sorry, Adam. After that, I inserted myself into the mixed match challenge as Trey's partner to earn his trust, giving me the opportunity to teach him the secret coquina clutch escape. Only when Joe got it on Trey, and he thought he had it all under control, those ankles weren't crossed, were they? Because it wasn't a secret anymore. I told Joe exactly what to expect, and Trey never had a chance. Now, unfortunately, to make Trey and Red think I had changed for the better, I did have to donate a bunch of money to an animal shelter. But don't worry. I purchased the shelter, kicked out all the disgusting animals, and I'm turning it into the newest location for my tanning salon chain, Brooklyn Von Braun. Which, if you ask me, is a lot more to serve the community. So right about now, your tiny brains are probably asking, but why, Brooklyn? Why would you do all of this? I did this to maintain the hierarchy. To show Red and Trey that despite what they think they've achieved in WWE, I'm the star and they're the losers. Just like it's always been. And that will never change. Anyway, I've spent way too much time talking about those rejects, so let's discuss what's next for the American hero. New trademark lawsuit pending. Well, I have some big news to share. I'm a champion. You see, I recently talked to WWE management about bringing back a title from the past, and they agreed I was the perfect superstar to award it to. So I'd like to present to you your new WWE Divas Champion, me.
You've got to be kidding me. I guess this explains why I was told to inform Red that the Divas Championship was already spoken for.
You know, maybe in the future, Trey, you should be a little more careful about who sees your phone. You never know what they could find on there. Like maybe even a copy of a list outlining all their friends' dreams and ambitions.
Clearly, Red has heard and seen enough.
Well, she should be mad at her friend Trey for letting all this happen.
Let's go, right now, you and me.
I'm a prize fighter, and considering I've got the prize, I decide when I fight. So run along. Maybe there's something else you can cross off your list, like find someone who will take me out on a date, or fix my jacked up teeth. Those are real things on her list. I saw it.
I'm coming for you and that title.
Look out!
This is getting out of hand.
You wanted this? Well, now you got it.
Thankfully, Trey is here to put an end to this.
It's Samoa Joe. Where did he come from?
It's obvious Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are always 2 steps ahead of Red and Trey.
And now Brooklyn is going to force Red to watch her best friend get destroyed by Samoa Joe yet again.
He's suffered enough. Come on, don't do it.
No!
Trey might be seriously injured. This is bad.
While Trey's condition's unclear, one thing is the duo of Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe will annihilate anyone who attempts to get in their way.
So what's the verdict?
Nothing too serious. I'll just be out a couple weeks.
You're lucky. That could have ended your career.
It would take a much worse attack than that to end my career. Or being offered the hosting gig on America's Next Top Hand Model, which is the best show on TV, hands down. See? I'm a natural. So, are you mad that Brooklyn saw the list on my phone?
I was, but I think I'm over it, considering you almost got snapped in half trying to help me. Besides, I just found out next week I have a #1 contenders match for the Divas Championship. So I'm still gonna cross it off the list.
Good. At least one of us will be in the title picture.
What do you mean? Aren't you gonna use your rematch clause when you heal up?
I would if I had one. Turns out one of the other loose ends Brooklyn took care of before she stepped down as GM was removing the rematch clause from my contract. So if I want another shot at Samoa Joe, I'm gonna have to earn it just like anyone else.
I know you can do it. But first, you need to focus on getting better.
I guess it's just like on America's Next Top Hand Model when Andrea jammed her finger playing volleyball and lost the Christmas engagement ring campaign. It took a lot of hard work and moisturizing, but in a couple months her hand was back in top form and she booked the Valentine's Day spot, which was way bigger than the Christmas gig.
I must have missed that episode.
I can get you a copy. I have every one of them saved.
I think I got the gist of it.
Your loss.
The powerful Nia Jax. If you're just joining us on SmackDown Live, this fatal four-way match will determine the #1 contender for Brooklyn Von Braun's WWE Divas Championship.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Brooklyn petitioned WWE officials to bring the Divas Championship out of retirement and award it to her, simply out of spite towards Red.
The Divas Championship actually holds a lot of personal meaning for Red, and it was one of the final milestones she wanted to cross off her list.
You two are acting like Red's been barred from ever holding the Divas Championship. She still has that opportunity if she can win this match and then defeat Brooklyn Von Braun.
Not where you want to be at this point in the match, guys. Definitely not. She scores big with the counter. Whoa, huge big boot. Look at this. Boom, nice. This is a big risk, will it? All the way from the top rope. Oh, stomping away. Harsh impact. And scissors takedown. Very nice. Tremendous agility. Oh, again. Oh, huge big boot. Real European uppercut. She's been on the offensive for a little while now.
She's always been a woman capable of great bursts of activity.
Here she goes, back in the ring now. Gets out of dodge there.
The fatal four-way match works like this. 4 superstars are in the ring all at once. There are no countouts and no disqualifications. You have 4 superstars who are throwing down in the ring all at the same time, and they can fight anywhere they want to. It's mass hysteria.
Jumping neck breaker. Ouch.
This is how people end up getting hurt.
Oh, God. Face. Sasha Banks looking for the pin. And the count's broken, keeping the match alive. Oh. Kick right in the midsection. Oh, an alley-oop bomb. Ouch. That will get your attention.
Nia Jax able to avoid damage there.
And again, yet another counter. Straight punch. Jarring. Oh, boom. To the outside. Body slam.
And a leg drop to follow.
Nia Jax makes a cover. She's looking to get out of here with a win early. She's a warrior, guys.
Nia looking to end this thing.
And the rolling neck snap. Hair pull neck slam.
She is just too quick.
Got out of the way in a hurry. Uh-oh. Backstabber. Ouch. Going to be taking that dirt now.
This might be it.
A kick out. This one's not over yet.
Just not enough damage done yet, Cole.
Reverses. Can she take advantage?
He pulls off. Sasha Banks sees a hole. Yeah, but can she take advantage of this opening? Elbow smash. Evading possible disaster there. DDT. Drop kick from behind. Ouch. She's looking to end it early.
I love it when Sasha starts playing with people. What a tease. What a counter.
Back into the ring. Boom kick.
Elusive movement there.
Scoop slam. Ooh, what impact. There's the takedown. Uh-oh. Power DDT. Good night.
Face crusher. Neck breaker. Into the hammerlock. Oh, boy.
She ducks out of the way there.
Boom. Boot. Nice. She returns the favor there.
Things aren't looking good for her.
Absolutely spiked. DDT.
Over and over again. Knife edge chop echoing through the arena. A striking blow.
Taking the attack of the shoulder. Cover.
Shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3.
You can put this one in the bank.
Here is your winner, Riley.
At the Royal Rumble, the WWE Universe will witness a night of firsts. It'll be the first time the WWE Divas Championship has been defended in nearly 15 years. And it'll be the first time these two longtime rivals step inside the ring and face each other in a one-on-one match. So ladies, all that's left is to sign the contract and make this unprecedented night official.
Byron, as former GM of SmackDown Live, I conducted quite a few contract signings, and let me just say, you're doing a terrible job. You didn't even give me a chance to embarrass my opponent.
Sorry.
Now, Byron mentioned this is going to be the first official match between Red and I, but we've had our share of fights over the years. So I wanted to take the WWE Universe back to when Red and I were in high school to see actual footage from our very first fight. Well, it was really more of a one-sided beatdown. This is what happens when you mess with the captain of the wrestling team. What are you gonna do? Hit me with a steel chair? Put me through a table?
I'm going to get help.
Everyone already knows Hothead Red, but let me introduce you to her best friend, Trey. Get it? Because he busted his butt on a lunch tray. Now her face matches her nickname. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. At the Royal Rumble, our next fight is going to end just like they always have. You, on the ground, screaming in pain, tapping out to the biggest crossover star in WWE history, the American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun!
I'll do my talking in the ring at the Royal Rumble.
Wait, before you leave, I have a gift for you. To commemorate our big match and also honor our very first fight. Come on, it's rude to turn down a gift.
Of course, Hothead Red loses her temper. She was provoked. I hope Red's happy, but if you ask me, this type of juvenile behavior should have stayed in high school.
No matter how you feel about what just transpired, these two lifelong rivals will finally settle their differences once and for all at the Royal Rumble.
So what number did you get for the Royal Rumble match?
2.
Oh, well, that's a really tough draw. But I'm sure lots of people have won from that spot. Wait, is that piece of paper with your number on it folded in half?
Oh, yeah, it is. It's not 2, it's 23.
Okay, now I like your chances a little better. Not that I was doubting you before.
Look, after I win the Rumble, I can't wait to watch you put Brooklyn in her place once and for all.
She may have gotten the better of me in the past, but tonight's different. She has to step into my ring.
Yeah.
My only concern is she might pull something cheap, like having Samoa Joe get involved.
I'll make sure that doesn't happen. By the way, have you seen Sin Cara? I think I owe him an apology.
Why?
When I thought I drew number 2, I may have thrown a slight tantrum and damaged his mini trampoline. I'm not sure he even knows how to get into the ring without that.
I think he'll manage for one night. Besides, we have bigger things to worry about.
Okay.
Hi. Hello.
Guys, Tyler Breeze has been unsuccessfully trying to eliminate Otis for quite a while now.
He's going to need to eat a lot more steaks and lift a lot more weights if he wants to throw Otis over the top rope.
Adam Cole from behind, and he eliminates both of them.
And now Adam Cole is all alone in the ring, giving him a chance to catch his breath before the next superstar enters.
Here we go. Who's it going to be?
It's Sin Cara!
Whoa, what just happened there?
His trampoline exploded.
Is he okay?
Considering he just hit the apron rib first at full speed, I'm going to go with no.
Unfortunately, it looks like Sin Cara will not be able to compete in the Royal Rumble match.
I guess we're moving on to our next entrant.
It's Trey.
Adam Cole can't wait to get his hands on him.
Sorry, man. That's on me.
These two certainly have some unfinished business as Trey defeated Adam Cole for the WWE Championship thanks to Samoa Joe's interference. There's so many risks associated with being in a Royal Rumble match, and for the high flyers, taking to the air could put them in a perilous situation.
Well, no matter how you look at it, spending time in the air during the Royal Rumble match, not a spot you want to be in.
Hey, you do whatever it takes to stay in the match. I say if the high flyers want to take it to the air, go for it.
Only one superstar can emerge victorious in main event, WrestleMania. It's Seth Rollins' turn.
Here comes the Kingslayer.
Look at this.
Great agility there.
Of course, it's a long-standing tradition that the winner of the Royal Rumble goes on to main event WrestleMania. But newer fans might not realize that the rule did not go into effect until 1993.
Turning the momentum to his favor.
He's a ball of energy right now, but we'll see if it lasts.
Has been eliminated.
This adds a whole new dimension to this match, guys.
You're absolutely right, Cole.
As Byron mentioned, 1993 marked the first time the Royal Rumble winner advanced to WrestleMania. And that year, it was Yokozuna who won the Rumble and challenged Bret Hart at WrestleMania 9.
Can you imagine if that rule was in effect prior to 1993? WrestleMania 5 would have been Randy Savage versus Big John Studd.
We are moments away from yet another gladiator entering the Rumble. Oh, and he can definitely make a difference here, guys.
Without a doubt.
Oh, my God, what an elbow.
Nice right hand. Straight punch, nothing fancy.
Oh, right to
Big E has been eliminated.
Guys, it's almost time for our next competitor. High stakes, high pressure at the Rumble. Elbow smash.
Oh, heavy duty right hand.
Oh, no! Someone call the orthodontist.
Whoa, it's another reversal.
Counting it down, who is it gonna be?
Oh, man, inverted backbreaker. Ow!
Byron, look who we have here.
This changes the entire complexion of this match.
Hooked him up.
And a suplex.
Picture perfect drop kick.
Harsh impact. Oh, flying forearm on the mark. Who's it gonna be?
Nice right hand.
Talk about rocking the jaw.
Oh, flipping the script on him there.
And here's Kevin Owens. No. Oh, it's not going to be pretty.
I'll be surprised if this doesn't lead to an elimination.
Oh, and escapes certain doom right there.
Yeah, that had elimination written all over it, Michael.
Out of it in the corner.
Get ready!
He's executing on his plan perfectly.
Yeah, he's tapped into his reserves and is going strong.
Look who we have here, guys.
And he looks super motivated.
He weaves out of the way. Back in the ring now.
Oh, able to counter.
Ooh-wee. Boom! Right between the eyes. Anticipated that attack perfectly. Boom! Drop kick!
Lightning fast reflexes.
Drop kick! Great athleticism. Great reversal.
I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Trying for the elimination now.
Gonna have to try a little harder than this.
Here we go now. Oh, Kevin Owens with authority. Oh, foot just stomping down. Oh, my goodness. Flying forearm. Set him up.
Russian leg sweep.
There's the elimination.
Velveteen Dream has been
Gets out of the way
eliminated.
and fast. Oh, again! He has something big planned. That's elimination.
Ricochet has been eliminated.
Clothesline over the top.
Man.
Big
The
elimination
new
right there.
Daniel Bryan has been eliminated.
Great counter.
Impressive in-ring IQ on display.
It certainly sounds like this Phoenix crowd is pumped up to be a part of this card here tonight.
Oh, what a kick! Big knee to the midsection. Oh, look at this. Gutbuster.
A quick reversal by Kevin Owens.
We're in the feeling out process here. Who's going to get the advantage and maintain control?
Heavy duty right hand.
He's fighting hard.
Kevin Owens has been eliminated.
And will now go on to fight for a championship at WrestleMania.
Wait a second. Why is the countdown clock starting up again? The Rumble's over.
Apparently there's another entrant.
Hold on, it can't be.
Is that who I think it is?
No way.
It's the President of the United States of America. President Rock is in the Royal Rumble.
This is unbelievable. We all thought the match was over, but I guess there are 31 entrants this year.
It's the president. He can do whatever he wants.
We're all witnessing history. For the first time ever, the president is competing in the Royal Rumble.
And Trey has to beat him to go to WrestleMania.
Over the years, there have been numerous surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble, from returning superstars to legends and even celebrities. But none of them were bigger than this.
Surprise factor aside, what can we expect to see from President Rock tonight? I mean, as of late, all of his fierce opponents have been of the political variety in Washington. What kind of fighting shape is he in?
Just look at him. I don't think he's missed a workout the entire time he's been in the Oval Office. In fact, I heard half of Air Force One has been converted into the top-of-the-line gym.
And don't forget, Trey's already been in the Rumble for a while. The president's completely rested.
You two may be right, but we're about to find out if our Commander-in-Chief has what it takes to win the Royal Rumble.
Rock with the arm clutch into the...
And a DDT by The Rock.
Got the big reversal.
No, don't do this. Don't do this.
Boom, what impact.
Oh, nasty impact.
Cutter never ceases to amaze me.
Rolling elbow finds its mark. Ouch.
Wow, elbow.
DDT.
Kick right to the midsection. Ooh, what impact. He's definitely being the aggressor here.
Yeah, he's digging deep and showing great energy.
Long way down.
Oof. Harsh impact.
What a clump! Barring any more surprises, this time it's official. Trey has won the Royal Rumble and will compete for a title at WrestleMania.
I still can't believe what we just witnessed. This is going to make headlines all around the world.
It looks like the president's not finished with Trey.
Trey has earned the president's seal of approval.
Maybe he's in line for a cabinet position.
Let's not get carried away, Saxton.
He should at least get an invite to the White House.
You've known the president for a long time, Cole. You been to the White House yet?
No, but he's a busy guy. I'm sure he'll get around to inviting me. Anyway, congratulations again to Trey on this history-making night.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the WWE Divas Championship.
She's gone from terrorizing Red and Trey to WWE Superstar.
Introducing
the match with nearly 2 decades of build-up has finally made it to a WWE ring. It's Red versus Brooklyn Von Braun.
Until recently, I would have thought Red had the advantage with Brooklyn Von Braun stepping onto her turf. But Brooklyn's transition from MMA to WWE has been virtually seamless.
Yeah, it's very similar to how quickly Ronda Rousey was able to get acclimated in WWE.
With that being said, tonight's outcome is extremely difficult to predict, as this might be one of the most personal conflicts we've ever witnessed. Kick right to the midsection.
Oh, huge big boot.
She's gaining momentum here, guys.
Yeah, she's a little bundle of energy right now.
Here's the quickness and agility. Oh, what a DDT. Wow. The champ now absorbing a little damage.
She can withstand the punishment, though.
Back inside the ring. Uh-oh, submission move.
Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
Red and Brooklyn are going back and forth, taking out years of frustration on each other.
Looks like Red's got the upper hand for now.
Red with the tackle.
And now both women are down.
So far, these two have been matching each other move for move. One of them needs to somehow gain an edge.
And there you see Samoa Joe watching this heated battle.
I think he's headed out here to provide that edge Brooklyn needs.
Trey nails him from behind. He was ready to stop him. The way this is going, we might need local law enforcement to get this under control.
This is certainly one way to shorten your career.
Fighting in such treacherous territory is a one-way ticket to the infirmary.
Avoiding trouble there. An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
When you look at this,
it looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
uh-oh.
He might have been waiting on that one.
Going for the...
Trey manages to get Samoa Joe down, but for how long?
Wait, what's Trey doing?
I think he's going to put Joe inside the trunk of that car.
He's going to try to. Joe's dead weight.
Oh, that's one way to stop Samoa Joe from interfering.
Yeah, assuming that trunk is strong enough to contain Joe and his enhanced arm.
It looks like it'll do the job, for now at least. Red and Brooklyn are finally recovering after we cut away to see what was happening backstage between Trey and Samoa Joe.
I'm just glad that thanks to Trey, we're going to get a definitive winner in this match.
Yeah, as long as one of them can make it back in the ring before the 10 count.
And they both do.
Neither of them are ready for this match to end.
For nearly a decade, the Divas title was the pinnacle for women's wrestling, and it's back up for grabs tonight.
Now, Michael, you and I were there to call a final defense of this title at Roadblock in 2016, and I am excited to call it again right here tonight. Sent to the outside.
What are they going to do here?
This is not going to be good. Barrel roll to pay.
Back in from the floor. Oh, kick right to the gut. Look at this. Boom. Nice. That's got to be it. Not yet. It's champion's advantage. The title cannot change hands by countout or disqualification. You can lose the match, but still keep the championship. Stringing together some big moves here.
She's a lady that can crank it up at the drop of a hat.
Move that's press.
By God, Baron.
Oh, clothesline.
Great athleticism.
Had it scouted.
Into the hammerlock. Oh, boy. Stomping. Ouch.
That'll hurt. DDT. Again, the championship title at stake in this contest.
Woo-wee.
She steers clear there. Oh, man, right to the neck. This match is wearing her down.
She may have underestimated the opposition she'd face tonight.
Oh, again!
Snap suplex, very effective. Wow, she turned that one around.
Yet another counter.
It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
She's got to remember to get back in the ring before the referee's 10 count.
Great reflexes.
Leg drop. 4, 5. Soul kick. Oh, what a counter. Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
Going to the top, high risk.
Here comes an atomic drop.
Oh, it didn't go as planned there.
Boom, nice. She's in pretty bad shape now.
It's going to be a minor miracle if she turns it around.
She is queuing it up again. This could be the chance she was looking for.
Does he have him here? her last bit of energy.
Amazing reflexes on display.
Boom, what impact. Incredible athleticism.
That was just disrespectful.
And scissors takedown.
Very nice.
Abdominal stretch. It's locked in.
This is a great way to wear down your opponent.
And she releases the grip.
She obviously didn't think she was going to tap there. I don't know. She certainly looked to be in trouble to me.
Knee drop.
That was nasty.
So precise. Sharp knee.
She's looking relentless now.
She's a live wire when she's plugged in.
This will damage your back.
Into the hammerlock. Oh, boy.
DDT.
You are in trouble now.
She ducks out of the way there. Drop kick from behind.
Oh, nasty impact.
And the referee starts his 10 count. Back in from the floor. Elbow smash. Uh-oh, submission move.
Well measured.
Changes her fortune there. And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began, Michael.
Enough. A rolling elbow.
Spiked into the ring apron.
Lost in the corner right now. Great agility. She's got the shoulders down. And at some point, she's going to start wondering what it's going to take to put her away.
Oh, what an uppercut.
Jarring. What a counter! And now that one's countered.
That was impressive, Michael.
Ooh. She's bringing the hoping to end it here.
This is it.
Real close. Too close for comfort.
She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more she can take.
Uh-oh. Hammer DDT. That should do it right there. 1, 2, 3. Red has done it. Not only has she defeated the woman who's tormented her for years, but she's also achieved a childhood dream in capturing the WWE Divas Championship.
This has to feel like a giant weight has been lifted off of Red in so many ways.
And here comes Red's best friend to join in the celebration.
Respect to Red for being able to achieve the seemingly impossible. This is truly a special night for her, both personally and professionally.
I knew you'd be here early. You always were an overachiever.
You here to demand your rematch? Because I have no problem beating you again tonight.
There's not going to be a rematch.
You're giving up that easily?
No, there's not going to be a rematch because you're going to announce your retirement tonight.
That's news to me.
It's why I wanted to find you first thing, so you could start writing your big farewell speech. But that kind of emotional garbage should actually come easily to you. I mean, if you get stuck, you could just borrow something from your earlier writing. You've probably asked yourself a million times, why? Why didn't they want to be my parents? The truth is, we did, but we had to make the hardest decision of our lives because we didn't feel we could give you the life you deserved. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Love always, your mom and dad. That's right. I found out you wrote that little piece of fiction kicking off 20 years of lies to your best friend. His real parents are dead, and you've been stringing him along this entire time, making him think they're alive just so you'd have one friend in your depressing life. You never told him the truth, even when he continued to pathetically leave 2 empty seats for them that would never be filled.
Why? Why are you doing this?
The why doesn't really matter. Right now, you should be more concerned with the what, as in what could happen next. I could expose you and all your lies, destroying your life, your reputation, and most of all, your friendship with Trey. Or you can retire immediately, and I'll make your secret my secret. But one way or another, it's happening tonight.
I know walking away from everything you've worked for will be the hardest thing you've ever done, but you have to keep our secret. Please. And that's how I won the WWE Divas Championship, crossing off one of the most elusive things on the list. But the Divas Championship wasn't just a title. That's my mom and dad. It was more than that. It was...
Sorry, I think something amazing just happened. Earlier today, I received a note saying I would finally get to meet my birth parents at the Hall of Fame ceremony tonight, and I think they just arrived.
I don't know what's happening
I apologize
either.
if I'm a little distracted.
Who are those people?
I've been waiting for this moment my entire life. We're almost done here, so I'll catch up with you real soon, okay? Sorry again for cutting you off. Where were you?
There's really not much left to say, other than to cover how we ended up here tonight. When I defeated my lifelong nemesis to capture this championship, the same championship I dreamed of winning as a young girl, it was an amazing feeling. But after that wore off, I was consumed by a range of different emotions, ones that I hadn't felt in a very long time. Satisfaction, relief, peace of mind. The fire that drove me throughout my career to come out here and fight on a nightly basis was suddenly gone. I went from thinking, what's next, to what's left. And I realized that after crossing off the most elusive item on the list, the answer was not much. Because I accomplished everything I set out to do and way more. So I had to be honest with myself. If I kept going, everything after would feel like a letdown. And that's not how I want to live my life or remember my career. So with all that being said, I'm here tonight to relinquish the Divas Championship and announce my retirement from WWE effective immediately.
Is this actually happening?
Unfortunately, I think it is.
Now, I know this is probably shocking, and some of you might be disappointed or upset, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing. I've lived this part of my life to the fullest, and now it's time for me to go explore other challenges. And who knows? Maybe I'll try acting again. You all saw how my only other audition went. Can't go worse than that, right? Finally, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting me for all these years. Please continue to back the next women who take my place, who I am certain will be stronger, more athletic, and hopefully a little less temperamental than I was. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks, everyone.
I'm not really sure what to say. I'm stunned.
I think we all are. No one was expecting this.
Thank you, Red.
Yes, thank you. And we wish you all the best.
What was that? You can't retire. You've got years left on your career.
I'm sorry, but I need you to try to understand.
Maybe I could wrap my head around it if I had a little more warning. I mean, when you texted me, make sure you watch my promo tonight, I was expecting you had some clever line about Brooklyn, not that you were going to walk away from WWE.
This wasn't something I was planning for a long time. It happened quickly.
Okay, fine, but if you're done, then I'm done. We're a package deal, remember?
No, what? Don't do this.
I need you to try to understand.
What about the title shot you just earned in the Royal Rumble? And getting revenge on Samoa Joe for everything he's done?
None of that matters if you're not along for the ride, too.
You need to think about this some more. You're making an impulsive decision.
I've made up my mind. I'm done.
I never expected my plan to work this well and cause your idiot friend to retire too. It's like getting rid of two turds with one stone.
This isn't over.
But it is over, and that's the best part of all of this. Anyway, just wanted to wish you a happy early retirement. Maybe you can take up bingo or going to dinner at 3 p.m. or yelling at kids in your neighborhood. If you kick that ball in my yard one more time, I'm going to put you on my list. Hilarious. See you, never again.
We're going live with your show intro in 5 minutes.
Thanks. Just let me run through it once to make sure I've got it. Who will be named as your top 10? Prepare yourself for drama as our contestants get their hands dirty, glad-handing with the CEO of a manure company to see who can get the upper hand for their fall fertilizer campaign. It's all hands on deck. Coming up next on America's Next Top.
It's not heavy-handed at all.
I see what you did there. Hey, sorry I missed your other call. I'm at my new hosting gig. Look, if this is about getting Baron Corbin a spot on the show, I'm still relatively new here, so I don't think I have that kind of pull yet. Oh, okay, good, because honestly, I don't think Baron's hands are anything to write home about. Wait, what'd you say? Really? That's amazing! Did you tell Red yet? Yeah, she's been hard to reach lately. Okay, I'll try her. This is truly an honor. Thank you so much. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna be famous, Ah! Yes!
That's my ring. And my championship. I hate you, Brooklyn. What?
Hey, it's been a while. How's it going?
I'm great. I'm on vacation at the beach, which is why no one's been able to reach me. Trying to disconnect, you know?
Oh, that's good to hear. I only have a minute, so I'll make this quick. I just got some amazing news. We're going into the WWE Hall of Fame together.
Really? Wow, I'm shocked. I mean, I thought it would happen someday, but definitely not this fast.
They didn't say this, but I'm assuming they want to capitalize on my crossover appeal as host of ANTHM.
I'm sure that's it.
I know we didn't expect our careers to end the way they did, but it's nice to know we accomplished enough to go into the Hall of Fame. And more importantly, we're going in together, just like it's always been.
Yeah, it is nice.
Hey, I gotta run. Don't relax too much. You know what they say about idle hands. Ooh, I gotta work that into tonight's show.
Congrats.
You too. Ooh, I wish I could see Brooklyn's reaction.
I'm sure she won't be happy, which makes me happy.
Move! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Get out of my way! Are you kidding me? Those two pieces of human trash are going into the Hall of Fame? This has to be a joke! They were only in the WWE for a cup of coffee. You know what? An actual cup of coffee deserves to be inducted before they do!
Take it easy. We're all entitled to our opinions, but there are certain realities you can't dispute. While Red and Trey may have had shorter careers than the typical Hall of Famer, the impact they made during that time was tremendous. So it doesn't matter if you or anyone else disagrees, they are going to get the recognition they deserve.
We'll see about that.
Man, feels like we've been up here for like 15 hours. Hope everyone's still with us. But, I think that pretty much sums everything up, right?
Yeah, I think we covered it all.
And there's only one thing left to do. List, please. It's time to cross off one final list item together. Get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Shoot, I think I forgot a pen.
Seriously? I've got one you can use.
I'm sure someone else in this arena has a spare pen, so you can go sit down.
Take it easy. I just wanted to come up here in front of the world to say congratulations and finally put our differences behind us. I would never do anything to take away from your special night that you so rightfully deserve. Trey, even your birth parents are here, which is amazing. Stand up, please. But before you finish up, there's just one thing I want to mention that you left out of your speech. You see, Red wasn't 100% honest about what led to her retirement and later her best friends. In fact, it turns out she has a little secret, which is the real reason she walked away from WWE.
You have to do something. She's gonna ruin everything. I'm sorry, but I'm done hiding this for us. It's over.
What really happened was I found out the truth behind this secret, and she didn't want me to tell anyone. So she chose to retire instead. But I couldn't sit back and let her get away without everyone knowing the real Red. So let's start with this. That lovely older couple in the audience, they're not Trey's parents. I know, because they're fakes I hired to be here. That letter you got that said they were coming tonight, also a fake. But if you want to see your real parents, I can make that happen. Here they are. Yeah, that pretty much says it all. And look at the date there. They were already long gone by the time we were in high school. Which makes you wonder, Trey, how could they have written you a letter? Maybe someone else wrote it to try to manipulate you into doing whatever they wanted. And maybe that person was so miserable and lonely, they had to resort to something morbid like that to ensure they always had a friend at their side. But who would do such a terrible thing? Certainly not your so-called best friend, right?
Is this true?
We're not finished here. If you come any closer, I will crush his neck. And the same goes for anyone else. If you try to stop us, I will end him.
Do you need me to make another ice machine run?
You know, there's some wounds that ice can't heal. What?
You have to admit, that was a pretty cheesy line.
You know, you have a really strange way of apologizing.
I'm sorry. It's just, we've been working through this all night, and I think I'm starting to lose it. Look, you know how I truly feel. You also know me better than anyone else. I made a stupid decision to protect you when we were kids, and it just kept escalating from there. I wanted to tell you so many times, but it got harder and harder, especially when you started leaving the tickets. I couldn't bring myself to take that away from you. It would be like you finding out that America's Next Top hand model was fixed.
Wait, is it? Did you hear something?
No, I was just using that as an example.
Okay, because I don't think I could handle that right now. I think I always knew deep down that it was all too good to be true, that I'd never meet them, but I guess a part of me wanted to believe that maybe something bigger would come out of all of this, that it wasn't just about action figures or championships or entertaining millions of people, that it would help me find a part of myself that was missing.
But maybe something bigger did come out of all this. This wasn't about finding two people who would fill a hole in your life. It was about millions of people finding you to fill holes in their lives.
Now that was cheesy.
But it's true.
Maybe.
I have something for you.
Please don't tell me this is a letter from my long-lost aunt and uncle telling me to forgive my best friend.
Just open it.
What's this all about?
It's our new list. On one of my ice machine runs, or maybe it was one of the times you locked me out of the room, I can't remember, but I made some phone calls to management, and it's unprecedented, but they've agreed to let us get revenge on Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at tomorrow night's WrestleMania, assuming you're on board.
I guess we're coming out of retirement. This has to be some kind of record.
There's one other thing you need to know. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe agreed to the match, but only if we put our Hall of Fame spots on the line.
You really want to do this?
If we don't fight back after what they did, then we don't deserve those spots.
Package deal. I'm in.
Hey, just wanted to let you know, I left 2 open seats in the audience just like you always did.
Why? I mean, obviously my birth parents aren't showing up anytime soon. So was it just for good luck or out of respect or something?
You'll see.
Cole, man, it's almost time for one of my favorite days of the year.
National Kazoo Day?
Okay, that is a great day, but I was actually referring to the Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
We had a lot of things planned for today's WrestleMania preview show, but all those went out the window at the Hall of Fame ceremony when Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe assaulted Red and Trey, destroying the moment they'd been working for their entire careers.
There's just a lot to digest here. We're just on the outside covering this, so imagine what Red and Trey have been working through. This is their entire lives. I mean, Red had been keeping that secret from Trey all those years. How do you deal with that?
Look, I'll be the first to admit I've taken Red's side since day one, and she has some things she needs to reconcile with Trey, but that's between them. Yeah. And on the flip side, in no way does it excuse what Brooklyn did. So please, Kit, don't try to defend Brooklyn like you always do. I'm just not in the mood.
That's not what I'm doing. And honestly, I can't this time. Like you said, Red and Trey have their own stuff to work out, but what Brooklyn did crossed the line. That wasn't one-upping Red and Trey or outsmarting them. That was disgraceful. And I'm happy that apparently Red and Trey have been able to work out their issues to the extent that they'll be able to fight back against Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
For once, I agree with everything you said, but what will this cost Red and Trey? If they lose the match, they lose their Hall of Fame spots. And what if that was Brooklyn's goal all along and they're just playing right into it? Red and Trey, they have nothing to gain and everything to lose.
Well, I wouldn't say they have nothing to gain. I mean, they have their pride and their honor to uphold. And maybe if they defeat Brooklyn and Joe, they can finally stop Brooklyn from tormenting them ever again. I mean, the logical side of me doesn't know if that will happen, but in my heart, I hope that's what we'll see tonight.
Well, we're on the same page there. Good luck to Red and Trey.
Yeah.
And we'll be pulling for you.
It doesn't matter how tonight turns out, because either way, I'm proud of how far you and Red have come. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to be able to say I trained 2 WWE Hall of Famers, and I could probably raise my rates again. But like I said, doesn't matter.
Well, I know we didn't always see eye to eye, but me and Red owe you for helping us get our start.
What do you mean we didn't see eye to eye? You were my prize student. Never doubted you once. I used to call you Sure Thing Trey.
Are you serious? You thought I'd be a manager at best, and you definitely didn't think I'd make it to WWE, let alone become a Hall of Famer. I think you said something about pooping golden nuggets?
I don't recall that. Anyway, good luck, Sure Thing.
I know you're going to tell us it's not too late to change our minds about the match and putting our Hall of Fame spots on the line, but we need to do this.
I wasn't going to say that at all. It's actually way too late to change your minds. The match is happening.
Oh. Okay, well, that's good then.
I was going to say that if things don't go well, Brooklyn and Samoa Joe can't erase your legacies. Everything you worked for and accomplished won't just disappear.
Sounds like you don't think we can win.
Look, you both have defied the odds before, but I'm just being realistic.
When it comes time to honor the Hall of Fame class tonight, we'll be out there front and center.
In just a few hours, whatever horrible nightmare we've been living in will finally come to an end when the American hero takes her rightful spot in the WWE Hall of Fame alongside Samoa Joe. You know, there aren't many things that truly give me joy, but ruining your big moment the other night and now being able to destroy your entire legacies forever? This is going to be the happiest time of my life. Goodbye forever, hothead.
Look, I know we haven't spoken much since I've been gone, but I just wanted to say I'm pulling for you tonight. And Brooklyn had no right to exploit your past and ruin your big moment.
I appreciate you saying that.
But I also know how your impatience and temper can get the best of you sometimes. So I'm a little worried that you rushed into this match, especially considering your condition and what's at stake.
Thanks for your concern, seriously. But this is something we have to do, no matter what we could lose in the process.
It's time for the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment. Welcome to WrestleMania.
If you've somehow been off the grid for the past 24 hours and you missed the news that we have a huge last-minute change to tonight's event. After being ambushed at the conclusion of their Hall of Fame speech, Red and Trey will seek revenge against Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe.
And saying that the stakes are high feels like a severe understatement. If Brooklyn and Samoa Joe can defeat Red and Trey, they will take their spots in the WWE Hall of Fame.
And we've never seen anything like this before, and it's highly improbable we ever will again. With respect to every competitor who enters the ring tonight and every championship that's contested, it's now time for the most important match of the evening. Red and Trey are here to take on Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe with their Hall of Fame spots on the line.
It's truly impressive Red and Trey overcame both physical and emotional trauma to be here tonight. But I suppose revenge can motivate someone to do just about anything, including putting everything they've dreamed of and worked for at risk.
Guys, what are these pieces of paper falling down from above?
I believe it's supposed to symbolize their new list, and there's only one thing on it. Beat Brooklyn and Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
This is why I left the 2 seats. It's time to move on.
I'm glad you're here.
I think that might have been Trey's adopted parents sitting at ringside.
I think you're right, Byron. And now here are the two superstars who want nothing more than to take everything from Red and Trey to essentially erase their legacies in a single night. It's the so-called American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe.
Yeah, these two have a much different kind of bond than Red and Trey. It's an affiliation based on shared hatred for their opponents tonight, dating back years in both cases.
Full disclosure, I think we're looking at the newest members of the WWE Hall of Fame class. Brooklyn and Samoa Joe have been unstoppable from both a mental and physical standpoint since the moment they joined forces. Red and Trey would have a hard time stopping them if they were at full strength, and we know they're not even close to that.
And there you see Red and Brooklyn facing off. There is so much history between these two. We're talking decades of hostility.
I don't know if it'll ever end, but we'll get at least some kind of resolution after tonight's contest is over.
We're not sure who's going to start the match tonight. It actually looks like Brooklyn and Samoa Joe are discussing that right now.
Apparently, it'll be Samoa Joe and Trey.
Brooklyn's going to make Red wait to get her hands on her. Yet another calculated move from the American hero.
This is it. Here we go. WrestleMania is often called the showcase of the immortals. Red and Trey aren't here to showcase their immortality. They're here to try to save it by retaining their spots in the WWE Hall of Fame.
The fact that Red and Trey are even fighting alongside each other after Brooklyn Von Braun destroyed their original career-defining list and nearly did the same thing. Wow. Yeah, I'm just as surprised as you are, Michael.
Uh-oh, Joe's...
Nasty knee breaker by Samoa Joe.
Finds a way to reverse.
Drop kick with precision.
Reverses. Can he make him pay? Oh, again!
Samoa Joe looking a little startled right now.
Listen, fellas, we always know Samoa Joe competes at another level. Tonight, I think you're going to see an even more dangerous Joe than you're used to seeing. Expect to see the fastest hands in this business and heavyweight striking that would make a boxer jealous.
Boot right in the jaw. Stomping down.
Oh, what a forearm.
Showing a lot of fury with these attacks.
He's capable of great runs like this, no question. Great decision by Joe to capitalize.
Picking up on what Corey mentioned about Joe striking, his quickness combined with accuracy makes Samoa Joe the right hand of destruction.
And don't make the mistake of being one-dimensional against Joe. He's capable of sudden offense. The instant you think you have his hands figured out, he'll pound you with all the power of his massive legs. Samoa Joe can deliver punishment with every part of his body.
Trey escapes the Uranagi, and now he's got Samoa Joe in the Coquina clutch.
Red takes Brooklyn down.
Hold on. Is this actually happening?
It is. Red and Trey of Brooklyn Von Braun and Samoa Joe locked in their own submission holds.
After everything that's happened among these four adversaries, this feels like the perfect ending.
Don't get ahead of yourself. They need to actually finish them off.
Can Red and Trey do the unthinkable? Will Brooklyn and Samoa Joe give up?
They tapped.
It's over. Red and Trey have pulled off the impossible and ensured that they will forever be honored in the WWE Hall of Fame.
This match takes place 20 times, and on 19 of those occasions, Brooklyn and Samoa Joe get the win, but not tonight. This was special. This was your night, Red and Trey.
Congratulations for the second time on your Hall of Fame induction.
This might have been our first time seeing one of your matches in person, but we were always watching on TV.
We're proud of you, son. Can I still call you that?
Yeah. We have a lot of catching up to do. I'm sorry about that.
We all are. It's okay.
We have something for you. Some maintenance guy from the arena was selling it online. It wasn't cheap.
Luckily, we've gotten good at puzzles in our old age.
Oh my gosh! I thought I lost you, but you're back.
There's one thing left on there we need to finish crossing off.
It appears that the list has somehow been salvaged.
Red and Trey can now pick up where they left off 2 nights ago.
Tonight, we witnessed the unexpected. An unexpected victory. An unexpected reconciliation. And finally, the unexpected return of what some might think is just an old scrap of paper. But it was more than that to Red and Trey. It's what led them to this very moment that to them was expected all along. They may not have known how they'd end up here, but they knew when they created that list that this was their destiny.
Well said, Michael. Soak every bit of this in. Red and Trey, you deserve it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winners of tonight's match and still members of the WWE Hall of Fame, Red and Trey.